Echo. Let's take a look at other news making up the headlines in the business world. A surge in clean energy spending is expected to drive a record $3.3 trillion in global energy investment in the year 2025. Despite economic uncertainty and geopolitical tensions, the International Energy Agency projects that clean energy technologies, including renewables, nuclear, and energy storage, are set to attract $2.2 trillion investment, which is twice the amount expected for fossil fuels. Here's the details of this and other stories making headlines from other parts of the world.
The International Energy Agency says solar power is expected to be the biggest beneficiary, with investment forecast to reach $450 billion in 2025, while spending on battery storage is predicted to surge around $66 billion. Batteries are seen as a way to mitigate the intermittency of renewable energy projects by storing power during peak supply and discharging during peak demand. But investments in the technology have lagged behind solar and wind power. In contrast, investment in oil and gas is expected to decline, with upstream oil investments set to fall by 6% in 2025, driven by lower oil prices and demand expectations. Spending patterns remain uneven globally, with many developing economies struggling to mobilize capital for energy infrastructure. Meanwhile, with Air Canada and Southwest, the latest airlines to charge passengers for check-in luggage, the ballooning cost of such ancillary fees is provoking anger among politicians and consumer groups. At the same time, sales of suitcases small enough for passengers to take on the plane as hand luggage are booming. There was a time when checked bags, seat selection and your meals all came as standard on commercial flights. But that all has changed with the rise of budget airlines. American Airlines made $7.27 billion from check-in baggage fees last year, up from $5.76 billion in 2019. The overall global cost of all airline extra fees, from luggage to seat selection, buying Wi-Fi access, lounge access, upgrades and food and drink, is expected to reach $145 billion this year, which is 14% of total revenues. Finally, Suzuki is set to fully resume production of the Swift model at its Sagara plant mid this month, as the prospect of part supply is clearer now. China's decision in April to suspend exports of a wide range of rare earths and related magnets has upended the supply chains central to automakers, aerospace manufacturers, semiconductor companies and military contractors around the world. Some European auto parts plants have also suspended output, and Mercedes-Benz is considering ways to protect against shortages of rare earths.